The fact that episode 8 has a genuine fist pump vibe as the tables finally start to turn in a meaningful way lets you know that the Rainmaker is coming to a conclusion. There are parallels between the current case and Rosalie Sutton's, which guarantees that the scenes shared with Bruiser's pops haven't been wasted. The return of the original Jay Lyman leads to additional issues, which forces Rudy to take a risk. And even Sarah, albeit in the most foolish manner possible, discovers the truth and may, in the end, decide to take action. In any case, we may hope. Rudy can now concentrate on the case's complexities and the intense hunt for Jackie, who is undoubtedly going to be the smoking gun in the entire situation, because the Kelly subplot has been resolved. However, he kinda takes a backseat in this episode, so that Bruiser, her father, and Sarah's run of bad choices may take center stage. At first, it appears to. Keeley wants her to prepare for the trial, which makes Noonan look foolish, especially after his deposition fiasco last week. However, Noonan's assistance with her preparation turns out to be a power move, even if it first seems like a romantic gesture. Why does she always make such bad choices? However, the sexual foreplay goes too far, strangling Sarah to death and leaving her in a pool of sorrow. It comes out that Keeley intentionally asked for Sarah in order to warn her about Tinley Britt and individuals such as Leo. He is aware that she is aware of Melvin's actions and the cover-up that followed, which he believes Leo coerced him into on some level. Strangely enough, though, Sarah views standing up for Keeley as a challenge, promoting the notion that he is a nice, avuncular gentleman and that therefore supporting him is honorable. He's still hiding behind a serial killer, Sarah, after all. The remainder of the Rainmaker episode 8 centers on Rudy's pursuit of Jackie, which he accomplishes by pursuing Melvin. He and Deck acknowledge that it has historically been a bad idea to follow Melvin, but it is necessary, and it turns out that Jane Allen shared this sentiment. They all arrive at the storage facility where Melvin had been holding Jackie hostage. Prince uses a revolver to force Melvin to leave, and Jackie has already left. Rudy is not particularly pleased with Prince's possible involvement in the disappearance of Rosalie Sutton and the burning down of Melvin's house, but the enemy of my enemy and all that. In addition, Jackie is still at large, so he must concentrate on finding her for the sake of the investigation. Additionally, Rudy is now self-sufficient. In a brilliant last-minute turn of events, Rudy discloses that Dot has fired Jay Lyman Stone and hired Rudy as her only attorney, just as Lyman is sulking over having previously reached an agreement with Leo. In order for Deck to continue working the case with Rudy, he gives his resignation to Bruiser, who then fires Deck. And it's obvious that she is excited to do so. Tinley Britt's house of cards appears to be on the verge of collapsing,